in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. The Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense takes the field. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game, should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays. Try to play a little bit deeper than normal. Sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Guys, when you think about Arizona State, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They'll try to get outside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's take a second about Arizona State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size, speed coming.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They go right back to him. Turning it on! Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moncrief. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and... They'll go right back to him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moncrief. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Setting up for the extra point and the top. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running into the open space. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Quick completion to the right.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators pass play. You better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got the quick pass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag right there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got some room into the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's...
Touchdown, Arizona State! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Direct snap. It's Moncrief. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job on defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little screen to the running back. He's not going to get to the sticks, and the screen comes up a little short. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Complete downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the returner is stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off play action. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And here comes the punt team. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the returner will be brought down. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Finds his man. It's Carney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. BYU lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU with the 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
He leaves it with his back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Arizona State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's complete on the right side. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities.
Running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Makes the grab. It's Moncrief. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a huge total for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Moncrief. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Direct snap. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Gets it out quickly. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. if this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, BYU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Finds a little space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Toss sweep right. He's in open space downfield. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Otis. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Going the other way, and he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll go back to the ground. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Release to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Got his man down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Sun Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Otis. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you've got to finish the deal. From the gun, looking for a man. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play